I grew up with 5 brothers, so I'm tough. That's probably a big reason why I've survived. So five boys, and I was the only girl. And I went to Texas to see one of my brothers, and we did a lot of walking out there, and it was summer, late summer, and I started getting this little tan looking, and just something different about my skin, you know. And then I had some other symptoms which y'all don't want to hear about. But anyway, they're kind of well known, and they do need to be talked about. They're well known to pancreatic cancer survivors or patients. And so I noticed, all these things. And I grew up in a medical family. I have a doctor brother, doctor uncle. My dad was a pharmacist and all that. So I think that helped me, be concerned early on. And I think, that's what saves lives. People, a lot of people are hypochondriacs, but a lot of people are the other way around. And they just rather ignore it for a while, or, blame it on something else, or whatever. And that's, to me, one reason why, because the pancreatic cancer symptoms are similar initially to, they could be blamed on other things, so then you just say, well, and it's still not a household word, and that's what really, we've got to get it out there. Breast cancer and all those other, and not to take away from any other, but everybody knows the symptoms and how to check and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, we're kind of, pancreatic survivors are a little more rare. And with the way our earth is treated these days, I don't think it's going to go away. I think we're going to have an influx of more of it. So anyway, I haven't told too much of my tale, but anyway, I went out.
The story is, if you feel something's wrong, go ahead and get it checked out.
Exactly.
You need to get it checked out.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, I went to Texas. I knew some things were wrong. I came back. I called my doctor brother. I told him what they were, and he said, he just kind of, I could hear him kind of inhale his breath. And I said, I know, I have pancreatic cancer, don't I? And he said, there's a good chance. You've got all the symptoms. So I had already kind of diagnosed myself. And then we really got on the ball. I went and had went to a procedure in Oxford, Mississippi. Yes, it was positive for cancer, and it just took off from there. And I really didn't have a long period of time, and it's possibly because I'm kind of a thin person, and that may have affected me quicker. But I turned the color of your orange shirt pretty early on, and my eyes were, the white in my eyeballs were yellow. I don't know if y'all want this kind of stuff on here, but this helps.
Jaundice, right?
The jaundice. So I got on the ball really quick. I'd heard of my surgeon, and names escape me. I cannot think of it. That's one of the side effects. But tell me, he's going to be here.
Dr. Berryman?
Dr. Berryman.
Yes.
Thank you. He's just my favorite person, other than my husband's favorite male, and maybe my brother's. But anyway, so I got up there, and like I said, I'm pretty tough. I think I had 8 to 10 days in the hospital. Yeah, the surgery was very, very long, and maybe I don't know. Jim,
I think it's an 8 hour.
Yeah. Do you remember exactly how long my surgery was? It was about 7 or 8 hours, wasn't it?
About 8 hours.
About 8 hours, yeah. And then on top of that, I had already they were operating on somebody before me, and that person had problems. So after they had given me the anesthesia, I still had to wait longer. So I had a lot more anesthesia than the typical, for a longer period of time, which really messes you up. So I'm kind of getting my brain back a little, but it's hard to even remember when I was a PhD psychologist for years. I mean, it took a lot. So then you've got to deal with all that. So once you conquer the disease itself, you've got to find what's my new life. Where's my new life? I won't be doing any of the things that I did, for all those years. And not only that, I can't think of my children's names. It's just, that kind of thing. So, but we can survive.
Absolutely, fight through it. So I'm curious, have you gone to any of the support group meetings or anything?
I have not. We live in a small town in Mississippi, Pancreatic, and Tupelo has some, but I didn't want to go to that hospital, and I know that I lost some friends. We were friends with some of the doctors, But I'm sorry that when it's your life, you want to, and they don't have the, they didn't have they don't have the specialist for it, and they just had not done. I don't know. I bet they hadn't done a handful of whipping. You know what I'm saying? They just don't do the whipping very often, and. But ironically, and I'll tell this, and then you can shut me up anytime. But we had a rash of pancreatic cancer in our little small town. My name is Susan, and in my church, another Susan, about 3 to 5 weeks after she came to see me, and she said, I think I have some of these same symptoms. So then we decided our church water was the water in the church was bad, But we did have a little outbreak, and we had about 8 pancreatic cancer victims during about a 1 or 2 period. I'm the only one that survived.
Oh my goodness.
And so it's just a life-changing thing.